If you've never made rice before or you just can't seem to get it right, this is the recipe for you. And if you enjoy making Mexican dishes, I will also have a video on quick, simple beans cooked in an Instant Pot. First, heat about 2 tablespoons of oil on medium heat. Make sure the oil does get hot before you start adding any of the rice. Once the oil is heated up, you will then add 1 cup of dry rice. This measuring container actually came from my rice dispenser. You couldn't really see the markings very well, so I just darkened them so it would be easier to read. There's some sizzle, so it's time to add the rice. Go ahead and stir the rice, that way the oil is coating all of the rice. Once the heat starts to increase in the pan, you will have to constantly stir it so that it is toasted throughout the rice and evenly as well. Remember to use a heat-resistant utensil. Once it starts to brown, it's time to add your pre-measured 2 cups of water. Remember to measure this in a measuring bowl as opposed to a cup, because wet and dry ingredients are 2 different measurements. All of the rest of the ingredients for seasoning is a starter level. Once you add everything, taste the broth and see if there's anything else that you personally want to add for your taste. All of the ingredient measurements are mentioned in the beginning of the video, but I will also put them in the description. Once you've got the broth just right, wait for it to boil. It usually takes a few seconds. Then place a lid that does not contain a vent hole. I did not have anything to stop mine, so I had to get some high heat silicone cones from Amazon. I'll add the link in the description. They were really helpful. Once you've applied the lid, you then want to turn the heat from medium to simmer. Set a timer for 20 minutes. During those 20 minutes, do not open the lid for anything. Once the 20 minutes is up, you then want to turn off the heat. If you're on an electric stove, take the pan off the heat source. Set an additional timer for 10 more minutes. During that time, again, do not open up the lid. Once that 10 minutes is up, you can then open it up, fluff it up. If I have other food on the stove, then I don't even open it up until after all the other food is done. If you've never made rice before or it just never turned out right, I would love to know how it turned out with this recipe. Comment below.